And there we go. It is Russian Dodo time with Virtus Pro versus Next.kz. Those people from Kazakhstan. And it looks like they're in full strength. We don't see any stand-ins. And that's amazing. We just wait for the last spectator in. In the meantime, I'm gonna introduce us. We are Hafla TV. I'm Hafla Moke myself. And with me is Coucher. If there's any Germans amongst the viewers, if you want to, you can head over Hafla TV channel number 3. They're streaming the same game, but in German. If you're not German, then stay with us, and let's go. Let the drafting begin. And I think your microphone is muted, Mr. Coucher.
God damn. Anyway, we do see the Ember Spirit now from Virtus Pro. It's very common to the Western scene, as of course is the Ancient Apparition ban coming out by Next.kz. So can't say I'm too surprised for the time being. Although Virtus Pro, they do ban out the Naga, so maybe slightly different, but still nothing out of the ordinary.
Yep, we see standard, absolutely standard bans coming in, and I'm gonna say it again, there are 6 heroes that are currently banned all the way. It's Ember, Naga, AA, Nyx, Furion, and maybe the Lycan. And even though, I mean, the Naga doesn't belong to the first 6, sometimes she goes into like the second rotation of bans, but yeah, we see 3 out of those 6 heroes that are either banned or picked first, Ember, AA, and Invoker, and that leaves the Lycan, the Furion, still to be picked.
Yeah, the Lycan pickup is just so strong lately. I mean, even if you shut him down early on, he still gets some levels by rotating into the jungle, and suddenly with the Vlads up, maybe a medallion on top of that, they sneak a Roche, go for some tower kills, and just get back into the game like that.
Yep.
So Next.kz, they have a Batrider potentially picked up, as well as maybe a Visage, or if they want to get some high value supports other than the Visage, then there's maybe a Dazzle even.
Yep, and we saw the Lycan as predicted for Virtus Pro, so that the next question is, does Next.kz stick to the current meta, as in like how likely is it that we see a Furion coming out? Yeah, they take their time. They take already the bonus time up, so let's see. This is like, I always like the first picks because you know exactly what direction it goes, and it is the Batrider, so the initiation is coming up.
Yeah, the Batrider, can't say I'm too surprised. I predicted it as well, as of course they did go for the Dazzle, so success, I for once get it right. And Virtus Pro now, they do have the Prophet possibility. And if they get that, the push coming out is just going to be absolutely sick. The Treants, together with the Howl, as well as of course the Wolf from the Lycan, the push is so sick. But they could go for a Visage as well, with the Familiar being there to help push and provide just some heavy nuke damage early and mid game.
Yep, definitely. I'm just talking to the viewers, like those Russian people amongst us, I'm really sorry, but at least judging by the lobby, there were no Russian casters in the lobby, so I really have to tell you this. You have to stick around with us. I'm so sorry. Anyway, the second pick is coming up for Virtus Pro, and now the question is, what do they go for? It's gonna be a support pick, I guess, and
it might be a Shadow Shaman as well, actually.
Yep.
Just for the Serpent Wards, and of course the lockdown. If the Batrider jumps in, you might get the insta-hex, but now they go for a Storm Spirit. So, I mean, getting core heroes already, and Storm Spirit is a pretty strong one, unless Next.kz manage to rotate their supports nicely and just shut him down before he hits level 6.
yeah, actually it looks like Virtus Pro has like a really narrow plan of that draft, because saving the Lycan just because they know he would get banned in the next ban rotation, and then saving up the Storm as well because there's also quite a chance that he is banned in the second rotation. So they saved their mid and they saved the Lycan out of like the heroes I already mentioned that are always banned and pick. And Next.kz, they also stick to the current meta. They ban the Shadow Shaman because it's a very likely pick to happen. Lycan push plus the Rasta wards, this is a lot of building damage, and of course also the possibility to use it against Roshan or in the team fight. So these heroes are out, and I actually like it, you know, because when those heroes are out we maybe see some alternatives coming I guess as the third picks, we have some initiation stuff coming up. Like Virtus Pro bans out the Slaughter, so we have no synergy between Slaughter and Dazzle as we see, especially in the CIS teams. Like this combination is so famous there. Like Dazzle Slaughter going into Vengeful Spirit, and then maybe even the Bristle coming up if he gets through the bans. So that's like team minus armor, but it's not gonna happen. So Next.kz going for a Centaur instead? Or an Axe?
Yeah, it might be either of those picks. I would prefer the Axe, but the Centaur is a more standard as well as stable pick because Axe might or might not work out. If it doesn't work out, he's completely useless, whereas the Centaur, at least with the Stampede, can still benefit the team.
And the Nyx is being banned, and this is actually a surprise that he is for that long in the pool, because Nyx is one of those 6 heroes that are most banned, most picked, like in the first ban rotation or in the first pick rotation, and he made it actually through to the 4th slot ban, and that's pretty rare. And yeah, as I predicted, Axe or Centaur was there for the Dazzle combination. We have the Dagger initiation on the Centaur, we have the Stampede, and of course a Dazzle protecting the entire thing with the Shallow Crave. So I don't know, at the moment everything goes according to plan and according to the current meta, so no surprises coming up yet, but Virtus Pro is about to pick, so please guys, come up with a surprise for me.
Yeah, I think Virtus Pro are looking for a support at the moment. It can be a Venomancer if they want to go for some extra push, but it also could be a Crystal Maiden just purely for the aura coming out. I myself would like maybe a Sand King, but I don't really see that happening, unfortunately.
Yep, but I think Virtus Pro, they have to get some disable now in their draft. I mean, they have the Storm, okay, with the Vortex, but I mean, the Lycan has no lockdown whatsoever. We're probably gonna see a Necro Rush just as usual, with the entire pushing power coming out. I would like to see something that benefits off the Howl as well, but they go for Warlock, so we have a nice AoE stun coming as well. Of course, also the push potential, and like those golems hit as well for quite a lot if they get the proc plus the AoE damage on them. So I actually like it. Warlock, I think this is the first Warlock we see in about 2 weeks of casting. And we casted all the scenes there. We casted the American, the European, the Russian, or let's say the CIS scene, and we casted Southeast Asia. And it's the first Warlock we see in such a long time.
Well,
Hashtag like.
You said you wanted something that will benefit from the Howl, the Golem from the Warlock.
The Golem benefits as well from the Howl, yeah. But to be honest, I think the Howl is going to be earlier up, like when the fight is about to engage and Warlock is still looking for that window to actually place the Golems nicely, so he gets like 3 or 4 people stand. So I actually think the Howl will not benefit too much on the Golems. Plus, they hit so much already, maybe with the Howl even more. Let's see how they time it.
Yeah, of course they didn't take the Warlock for the Howl Golem bonus. But the Warlock is a very nice counter initiation tool. If the Batrider jumps in, the Warlock can still probably place his ultimate so that the Batrider gets stunned, plus a few other members of Next.kz. And of course the heal is pretty nice as well to try to keep somebody alive.
Yep,
so I mean,
definitely.
It's a pretty decent support in my eyes, just the ultimate has maybe too long of a cooldown for it to be played.
Yeah, but I actually like it simply for the fact that we have now 2 healing sources in the next setup, and they had the AA as a first ban, so they don't have to fear that there is an Ice Blast coming, preventing all that heal from happening. So right now we have the Nature Attendance and the Shadow Wave of the Dazzle, keeping the entire Next.kz lineup alive. But what I miss at the moment in Next.kz is a really heavy core. So at the moment it smells like 4 Protect 1, it has to be, but the question is, what is it gonna be? At the moment they have 3 ranged, but the Centaur War Runner, so I think the Void is not an option. The AM, I would like to see a AM, to be honest. Then again, AM is hard to get through in the current meta, and I don't know. And talking all this, they pick up an Abaddon on Virtus Pro. That means there's also a second healing source coming out for Virtus Pro, plus the Aphotic Shield, which makes it actually quite hard, because the Centaur War Runner stomp can be negated with the Aphotic Shield if nicely timed. And they ban out the Weaver. Next.kz don't want to see a Weaver. Okay, I guess not too much of a bad ban, I think, but even though I didn't see Weaver coming. Did you?
No, can't say that they did. Maybe Next.kz just are afraid that they don't have enough lockdown for the Weaver. If the Weaver gets the Lincoln Sphere, it's really hard to get LSO from the Batrider. At the Centaur, if there's the Sukuchi, it's really hard to pin him down with the Hoof Stomp.
Yeah.
But Virtus Pro, I think they might ban out the Clinks here. I mean, it wouldn't be the wouldn't be the best for Next.kz, but I really could see them picking that up. And
Really? No, I
Yeah.
don't see Clinks in their setup at the moment. I think they're gonna go for something hard. Luna. No, never mind me. Like, I was really thinking that Next.kz goes for, I don't know, Void, Luna, I am, something really hard. So we see a traditional 4 Protect 1 with the initiation of Centaur and Batrider and the double healing of Enchantress, potentially pushing some early tower with the jungle creeps. That's what I thought I will see, but, well, Virtus Pro doesn't think so. So they go for a Tinker, I guess because of the March of the Machines and the push they have.
yeah, I mean, this Tinker ban makes perfect sense. Like you said, it's one of the best heroes against push. Once he gets the Boots of Travel, just go from lane to lane, march the machines, and kill all the minions that come out. And I mean, Next.kz, they have the possibility to pick up a Death Prophet, maybe, just for the silence on the Storm Spirit, as well as, of course, Exorcism does a pretty nice amount of damage. But I think Next.kz's draft so far, it's
Anti-mage.
slightly weird that
Anti-mage,
they
I was
finished
right.
it.
Ah, yes, I was right. They go for a hard core 4 Protect 1, and it's anti-mage. And now the question is, do they get the anti-mage through, or don't they get it through? That's the hardest question. He needs the farm, he needs the Battle Fury pretty soon, and then then from there on we're gonna see him snowballing. The question is, can Virtus Pro get the early push done, get the pickups maybe on anti-mage? The Storm will have there a pretty important role catching him, especially because of the blink. So yeah, if they don't manage to pin down the anti-mage, this game will be very dangerous in let's say from 25-30 minutes plus. So I think this is Next.kz's task. Bring the game rather late than early, because then the anti-mage will do all the work.
Well, the anti-mage, I mean, it's a decent enough pick in the regard that Virtus Pro, their only stun at the moment, except for the Warlock ultimate, is the Electric Vortex from Storm Spirit. So if Virtus Pro don't pick up a stun or maybe a silencer now, then this anti-mage can just blink away from any ganks that are coming towards him. And there's an Enigma, so if he gets the black hole, that's
But
that's
this is
enough
Wombo.
lockdown.
This is Wombo combo, because Warlock ultimate, Enigma ultimate, and the Lycan push, the Storm Vortex, and Abaddon healing with the Warlock together. But it requires nice and precise timing to get all this up. So this game, I think for Virtus Pro, this game will be decided upon the fact if the Warlock or the Enigma can can get their timing right, get a lot of people in the Warlock ulti, plus the Fatal Bonds, and of course Enigma, the black hole.
Yeah, they definitely have the potential, but they can do so every 3 minutes or so once their cooldowns actually go on, because those are pretty much the two longest cooldown ultimates in the game for the Enigma as well as the Warlock.
Yep, and we go for a fast team introduction, guys. NS is playing the Warlock, Illidan, as expected, of course, on the Lycan. Arzard is playing the Enigma, Jotem is following right now with the Abaddon, and of course Mr. G God on the Storm in mid.
Yeah, and for Next.kz on the Radiant side, Stalcat playing the Centaur Warrunner, heading towards the safe lane at the moment. Mantis on the Anti-Mage, with Equal playing the Enchantress. Cherry on the Dazzle, and Watafaka on the Batrider.
Sherry in Cyrillic, I love it. So far no votes are coming out, but just saying that there's actually the first observer vote coming out, and with that observer they check actually for a Roshan. They were, yeah, actually of course a Roshan would have been possible with the Abaddon heal, Lycan tank, the Wolves, maybe with the mini Enigmas coming out. So they check out if that's a level 1 Roshan, but it is not. So yeah, Virtus Pro going passively here.
Yeah, it's just too risky nowadays to do level 1 Roshan. And
Yeah,
then you
many
have a
teams
lineup.
actually check for it right away.
Oh, NS might be in trouble. Is there a poison touch? No, he doesn't even skill it up on the dazzle.
Yeah, they would have two slows, but they're just focusing on like guarding the rune. It's gonna be a illusion rune, and yeah, we have a double warding coming out of here. No sentries so far. Like both of the wards giving vision, and I already showed you guys these, like this nice ward giving vision on the top rune. So both teams, I mean Virtus Pro has vision on both runes so far. Next.kz got only vision on one of the runes, which is the top rune. There is, yep. They pop a sentry here because they thought maybe there was an observer coming out by the warlock, but yeah, he didn't plant it there. So let's see how this goes.
Question: anti-mage mid lane against Storm Spirit, good idea? Yes or no?
No, not a good idea. But these are pro players. We have to trust them. And yeah, I will judge this, let's say, a couple minutes in the game, but what I know is Lycan went for the level 1 Howl, so Virtus Pro is gonna have a right click advantage, and of course that really helps with the last thing. And so far, I mean, it's Batrider versus Enigma, so Batrider should be, I don't know, should have like a slight advantage there. The only thing I like about the anti-mage mid is simply the fact that he gets the fast levels, etc. And so far it looks good. I mean, the anti-mage being 4-1, the Storm being 5-2, and yeah. Dazzle and Enchantress now on the offlane. They go already aggressive. The Centaur Warrunner is going for...
There's the poison touch as well. Will there be a hoofstomp by Stalkat? Yes, there is. The double edge is available as well. The Centaur is rotating in. Nice aphotic shield actually by Jotum onto Illidan, but there's the troll trap. He should go down. NS came in too late with the heal. They get equal at least, and they might get another kill maybe even. Cherry is low, as is Stalkat. A TP coming in by the Lycan. Do they have enough? No, they don't.
Yeah, so first blood goes to Next.kz, but Virtus Pro gets the return kill on the Enchantress. So slight advantage there for Next.kz, and I like it. Level 2 tower dive, and like not just a normal tower dive, like going in the jungle.
Oh, they might go
it.
again on NS. Oh no, they don't.
This is some really nice show off, and I like it simply because of the fact that Virtus Pro already had to use a TP, the rotation of the Abaddon, and like they won't stack and pull when they are that much under pressure. And the Enchantress taking the creeps, and instead of just soaking the experience, they actually get the experience in form of just killing this camp. This is really nice to see.
Yeah, Dazzle is already level 3. He's looking quite good. He hasn't actually skilled up anything besides a level 1 poison touch at the moment. Just to make sure that if he really needs to, he can get the shallow grave off. But they are already rotating towards the mid lane.
Yeah, by Virtus Pro there was a sentry ward coming out. I think the Abaddon did this, so the vision of Next.kz is limited, but then again they answered with another observer, a fresh observer, giving vision to the top rune there. And anti-mage so far prevailing against the Storm. We see a 9-15 and 3, considering that it's melee versus ranged. That's quite good.
He's not doing too bad, of course. He now has 1 point in spell shield as well. So that helps a lot. Plus, of course, just going aggressive with the mana break. G, completely out of mana, can't do anything.
Well, he got the bottle running, so he won't mind that much as long as he keeps the CS up. But like, we have to look at the bottom line as well. Like, Ars Art has a couple of napalm sticks all the time, so he has to be really careful. But then again, he has to stun, and he has like tons of clarity, plus a soul ring right now. So the only good thing, what the fucker, is farming up the Eidolons, which means Ars Art can't really...
Equal might... Oh wait, Equal gonna get the kill on NS actually. He pops the heal way too late. He runs into 2 creeps.
Yep.
And just dies.
He didn't even use the satire wave there. That was just stun and the right clicks. That was pretty good.
And now there's the rotation onto G. He runs away in time though. Has the boots of speed, so...
Oh, and Anti-Mage finds a double damage rune. That's gonna definitely help him even more staying in that mid lane. I mean, so far, the offlane kinda equal. We have
NS might be in trouble once again. There's the level 2 poison touch. He's slowed down. This time he gets the Shadow Word up in time. No stuns from the centers, but body blocking by Cherry. He's trying to run the other way, but he will go down. Oh, nice heal and the photic shield by Jotun. Keeping him alive now. Jotun going aggressive. G is there as well. Can he get the slower stun? Cherry actually gets the kill on the Warlock as well, equal. Pops his Nature Attendants. They are level 2 and they might get the kill on Jotun. Yes, they do as well. There's the Shallow Grave, keeping him alive. Illidan comes in as well. He wants a piece of this kill. He does get the XP from it, but Stalkat wants to get the hoof stomp. Nice juking, but Mantis also joining the fight.
Oh, if they get
What
the stun.
is this? Yeah, Illidan is dead.
There we go. And the anti-mage getting a piece of the cake as well. So impressive play there with the creeps. Nice microing coming up from Next.kz there. And Warlock dying the second time. Like even like they all rotate in and Abaddon just bought time, but Warlock eventually going down. And yeah, Mantis getting a kill as well. That helps him so much. I mean, look at his farm at the moment. He's 22 and 3 versus a Storm in mid. And yeah, he's doing quite good. He has now 1000 gold up his sleeves. If he wants to rush the Battle Fury, he's gonna have it very, very timely. Oh, and the Batrider actually gets the solo kill versus Ars Art. This is something I didn't expect. Like, the Malefice wasn't used. Like, no, the Malefice wasn't used.
He just got lassoed and dragged in the level 4 Firefly. Don't know how many stacks of sticky napalm he had on him before, but the lasso just making it so that the Enigma can't really counter it.
Oh,
But
well.
he just goes back towards the bottom lane. Maybe he should have gone like to the top lane now, try to get a kill on Skullcat. But doesn't rotate, just goes to farm up his lane on an Enigma. I'm not too sure how helpful that will be.
Yep, and usually I don't show crafts that early, but we have to do it after so many kills. Like Next.kz at the moment being 2500 experience in lead, which is kinda, yeah, to be expected with a 6-2 score. And gold 3000 as well in favor for Next.kz. So Next.kz having a nice start.
NS, Easy and Terrible, they're gonna go on equal, they're gonna try, but the Poison Touch onto Illidan, Centaur Stomp, number 1, number 2 as well. Do they have enough right click equal? Still has the haste rune activated, and Illidan somehow surviving through all this, and equal gonna go down to the Lycan Wolves.
Yep, Skullcat not being there with the second stun.
They're gonna get Illidan, nevertheless I think, or no, they're gonna get Cherry instead. Next.kz, what are they doing? They're just throwing away so much, and the Batrider dies on the bottom lane.
Batrider dying at the same time bottom lane, and this went horribly wrong. I mean, the Lycan surviving there with like 30 HP, the poison was still ticking him down a bit, but yeah, this gank gone bad. We just had a 6-2 kill score, but Virtus.pro turn it around, 6-6 right now. Oh my god, that was really, really bad for Next.kz. They gave all their early advantage just away in one fight, and Virtus.pro even capitalizing on it. Bye bye tower, rest in peace.
I really have to say that Jotun Mondiabalon is just keeping Virtus.pro alive so well.
Yep.
Next.kz thought like, oh, we have the kill, suddenly, Aphotic Shield, Mist Coil, and they have to dive so hard and so far, and just they throw away so much with this fail at the moment.
Yep, and it's quite often that we see this happening, to be honest, like that a hero with haste rune, which the Enchantress had, is getting just too overconfident. Especially the Nature's Attendants were running, but they're level 2, so he was just like, oh YOLO, you know, I got haste rune and I got my Nature's Attendants. But as soon as they were running out, he got the dot by the Warlock.
Oh, equal might be in trouble. The Howl is used. There's the Malphite as well. He gets the Nature's Attendants and tries to run away, and should be successful. I think he's actually gonna go for the black hole as well there. But nothing happened, just a howl. Not a big deal really.
Yep, at the moment I think both teams sort of said like, okay, it's 6-6 right now, let's go get our core items up. And the Centaur is not really far away from it. 1960 gold at the moment, so give him 150 more and we got the dagger initiation on the Centaur. The Centaur kind of missing out on the last fights, to be honest. I think if he would have come earlier in those fights, that would have made a difference, but like Enchantress and Dazzle doing the solo job, I don't know, that's why they pretty much died last fight. So the question is, does he maybe die now in the next rotation that's coming? It's just an Abaddon and the Warlock, they can't really kill him, but maybe there's coming more.
As long as he has the Stampede, he should be fine. Unless G rotates in on the Storm Spirit or Arsart on the Enigma.
Yep.
But he's playing really careful just in case he doesn't want to lose gold so close to the Blink Dagger.
Yep, I really don't think he wants to. And he gets like an entire creep skipped wave here, so he's gonna have his Blink Dagger pretty soon. And looking at the Batrider, we have a similar picture. 1920 gold with the next some creeps. He's gonna have the dagger. That means for Next.kz we have 2 dagger initiations up, and their core hero is still farming nicely mid, while G is somehow rotating. I think G wants to get the Centaur, but the Centaur Not buying a dagger. Now he buys a dagger. So Centaur got his item. Even if he dies right now, it's just half a loss there.
Yeah, but NS actually blinked him out, and G is coming in. He's gonna spot him out, but he gets the blink dagger out and TP now. Stampede even used, but the Warlock ultimate stops him from doing so. Stalkat now getting pulled in by the electric vortex, and G gets an easy kill.
Yeah, he even used Stampede there, which was, I don't know, kinda pointless since you blink into the jungle, but yep, either way. The only good thing is that AM, Dazzle and the Enchantress, they get some damage on the tier 1 tower, so they have to start getting some towers here, definitely, because Virtus.pro is using that Warlock ultimate to push top, so that Golem is doing quite some damage there. The Cliff is being out, and oh, the rotation's coming.
G comes in from the side as well with a double damage. Jotun just manning up, but Arthur comes in with a blink dagger. Malphite onto equal with the electric vortex. Nice shallow grave, buying some time. Will it be enough, or will there be a shadow word? They're not using it yet. Illidan goes with the Fate Shapeshift. They really want this Enchantress. And looks like... Oh, they're not gonna get it. The Illidan Mana Void by Mantis. No, it's on cooldown. Never mind. Dazzle gets the kill. Arsart getting dragged with the lasso. 2 heroes down. Will they get Jotun as well? He is slowed down. Mantis just right-clicking away. Stalkat even comes there with a hoof stomp. And Jotun ultimate on cooldown does go down.
This is a free for null for Virtus.pro, and the tower going down as well. They don't even bother about creeps. Let's just run into the tower, get him down. Like 9 and 7 now on the kill score. Next.kz they just struck back. That's really nice to see. And this is also, well, he bought the Claymore now, so we're gonna have the Battle Fury online at, I don't know, 15 probably 15 minutes. But more importantly, we have to
Stampede goes out. Stalkat wanted to go mid onto
That's
G
interesting.
alone.
Yeah, that's a Centaur Warrunner going solo on a storm. I've never seen this one before, but he tried to, and yeah, well, Stampede is out with no result whatsoever. But Lycan's farm is not too bad. He has the Vladimir done and 400 gold up his sleeve. He's probably gonna push that tower as a distraction that they do Roshan, and so far it's not spotted out. The Dazzle is going for Observer Ward, or he might actually get caught out. Oh my god. Virtus.pro taking a puppy pause there. The Dazzle didn't see them, and it doesn't seem they want to show, because if they show, like if G is coming in here on the Dazzle, they know they are doing Roshan, and this is a very slow Roshan.
Well, it's gonna be faster now that the Howl comes out on the Eidolons as well. They're just taking turns, tanking it up. Jotun with the Aphotic Shield and the Mist Coil, trying to keep them alive. Of course, NS with the Shadow Word as well. And this will be a Roche, which she should be able to get the Aegis for that. And Lycan in some trouble now. He gets dragged with the lasso. He has the Shapeshift activated though, so should be able to run away safely.
Yeah, but it's not enough. The Shapeshift just saving him there. So yeah, Virtus.pro getting the Roshan. I mean, they're behind in kills and everything, but with the Roshan they reclaim a bit of their gold. Of course, they're on the dire side, which means they have the advantage. Like, Skullcat wanted to come in there and maybe get him, and he would have actually got him if he got the Blink Stomp on him plus the Double Edge, which he has. Yeah, he has 4 points in it. That would have been an easy kill on the Lycan, but he didn't get it. The Wolves even interrupted the dagger. So, at the moment they want a tower trade. This is a tier 1 for a tier 1. The question is, Virtus.pro, do they want to answer this, or do they say like, oh guys, this tier 1 is lost, it's just gone, we don't even go for it. And it looks like it. They just let it happen.
Actually, Virtus.pro getting a lot of that exchange. They got the Aegis plus a tower, so it's really nice for them. NS actually has a pretty nicely timed mechanism for a support hero.
Yeah, the mechanism coming out there at, I don't know, 12 minutes or 13 minutes. That's quite timely for the fact that the lane was not going too well.
Yeah, what the fuck is hunting now as well, but he doesn't have the lasso. He's actually going so deep.
Yeah, well, he knows he can blink out unless the doggies, of course, hit him, and he just wants to make a bit space for that little tower push that's happening here, but I think they go back very soon. Because all they need is buy some time, interrupt the storm, interrupt the Lycan, and if that happens, then they have an anti-mage, and as long as there's an anti-mage in the game, you're pretty much on the safe side. All you have to do is get him the farm he needs and get him late game, and then it all goes your way.
Maybe.
Oh,
I
wait.
don't like single
You're not an
cores.
anti-mage believer, seriously? The
I
anti-fan.
believe him in the anti-mage, but I don't want to.
You don't want to, no, but reality
That hero is
just
so
like that.
lame, it's like... I really hope they're gonna get the black hole and rape the anti-mage.
Oh, come on, no. Like, guys, I'm on Next.kz side here. Like, I like the anti-mage pickup, and I like the fact that they laned him mid. And I really hope they get him through, that we're gonna see some action. I don't care about who's winning this, but I want to see that anti-mage fat, some really nice mana void actions. It's always nice for casters. And Virtus Pro is pushing
Oh, they're
2-2.
going in, they want to get the lasso, but what the fuck, a chest jump there with the invis and no detection coming out.
It's actually
being
quite nice
annoying.
because it's cleaning up all the creeps, so they can't really push. And the question is, oh my god.
Oh, G actually zips away, the blink goes out, but the lasso is actually not used. There is the Warlock ultimate, they get the Batter right off the bat. They're going for more. Can they slow down equal? No, doesn't look like it.
That was a nice
Sentry
reaction
comes
by the
out.
Storm, by the way. The Storm used the Vortex before he used the lasso on the Warlock. That was the plan, you know, getting the Warlock bursted down, lasso on the Warlock, but Batrider just too slow in reaction. G just having the lightning reaction.
Oh, they go for more, they get the Vortex, don't equal. There's the black hole, it catches to it. It will be enough to get both kills, I think. Or no, the Shallow Grave buying some time. A nice stomp onto 5 heroes. Strong stomp.
5-man stomp. Ba-boom. And in the meantime, Anti-Mage pushing the tier 2. He's doing work, and his Battle Fury is done, and he got another 2000 gold up his sleeve. So yeah, Anti-Mage doing work, even though they lost quite something now in the mid here. So Virtus Pro, I don't know, I feel they have slightly the upper hand, but as I said, as long as there is an Anti-Mage on the pitch, I will never ever say that this game goes either way. Because it can just turn around any second. He's
Well,
gonna
Anti-Mage
probably...
goes on Jotunum actually, he might get the kill. No, there's the Orchid from G. Does he have enough mana to follow it up? No, unfortunately not.
Nope. He will just farm on. Anti-Mage won't care too much. Like, all he wants is farm. Oh, and he actually goes for Vladimir's Offering. That's unexpected. I wanted to see the Manta Rush directly now on the Anti-Mage, but... Oh.
Arshar's going,
Batrider.
what the fuck, the Malphite is there, but it's not enough to get the kill. The Eidolons are just so
Yeah.
slow and he's
He
gonna farm
farms
them
them up even. Yeah. And there goes... What is it? 120 gold, right? A full set of Eidolons is 120 gold approximately. 130, 140.
Arshar might be in trouble. There's the Stampede. Hoof Stomp is there with the double edge. Dazzle gets the kill with the Shadow Word.
Yep. Very easy kill there.
But there's
So-
a counter smoke. They want to kill the anti-mage. Mantis might be in trouble if the Orchid comes out from G. They're gonna spot him out. He just got the blink. He's farming up and G
Curia.
goes to the wrong face.
No, it's the Curia. He wants to get the Curia, and the Curia goes down there. So yeah, it wasn't the anti-mage quite, but it was at least a Curia kill, so the smoke had at least a decent result there. But
Like,
yeah, anti-mage still farming.
I guess it does give more gold to the team, but stopping the anti-mage from farming would have been better.
Yeah, of course. But I'm just saying that was like the compensation for not finding the anti-mage. So if you don't find the anti-mage, you got at least something. After all, you spend 100 gold for a smoke, and then you don't find anything. This is like worst case scenario. But in this case, the anti-mage with the courier, at least they got something out of it for the entire team.
Arshart is going really aggressive
Oh.
actually. He's got Boots of Terror and Midland. They're going in. There's the Silence. There's the Warlock ultimate as well. They get the Electric Vortex onto Mantis. But do they have enough damage? Doesn't look like it at the moment. He just blinks away now. NS in some trouble. Uses the Shadow Word on himself. And he's gonna TP out.
Yep. So this was null for null exchange, and in the meantime, they pushed to tier 2. Now they're gonna hunt the golem, and they're gonna get this golem, and this is some tasty gold coming there. This is 100 gold going the way of the enchantress, and she's gonna be really happy about it. The wolves are still chasing Mantis on the anti-mage, so, but they won't get any vision of it. Plus, G has no mana whatsoever, and also Illidan is out of mana. It's barely enough to use the shapeshift, but that's it pretty much. He wouldn't even have enough mana to summon a new set of wolves if they die. So yeah, null for null. Nice standoff here, to be honest. Nice usage of the Warlock ulti, but it was not enough to kill him.
This anti-mage is getting way too big. If you look at the net worth, he's just 2.5k ahead of the next highest, being on Virtus Pro, G on the Storm Spirit.
Yep,
They
the anti-mage
really need the black
paying
hole
off.
to get the kill.
And look, he got another 2,200 gold at the moment, so he will go for a Yasha there right away. He buys a TP.
Yeah, that's the Yasha as well in the stash.
Yep, and there comes the Yasha in the stash. So, but Virtus Pro, they go ahead with their game plan. The next step is the tier 1 here. That would leave Next.kz with only two tier 2 left, but the anti-mage can split push at the same time, but he actually goes back because he's not quite sure of where the people are. He farms the enemy ancients instead. But he
Yeah,
got a
he can
TP,
just-
he can go in. If
Oh, the Stampede goes out, what the fuck, gets Orchid and then Vortex in, but there's nothing happening other than that. Now there's a stun up onto Illidan who used the shapeshift already. Starcat dropping low somewhat, but what the fuck, he's still in the middle of everything. Will
that
go
was
down
a big
to Illidan.
misplay. He
Why
wanted
he
to
was
force
there
stuff.
alone?
He wanted to force stuff this way, but like at the angle he got turned around and actually like force stuffed himself even further into the enemy. But the anti-mage got the tower as well. Like got 1,500 gold now. The Manta is coming soon, guys. So this is dangerous. It's really dangerous letting the anti-mage farm. Storm TP'd back and is now going on him.
Yeah, he gets the pull as well under the tower with the Orchid. He's gonna get the kill.
Oh.
That's a huge pick up there. And on the bottom lane, Stalcat is there. The black hole gets cancelled immediately by Arsar. That is something that they cannot allow themselves. And Mantis bought back, gonna go for the NS kill. Up on the Warlock, gets it as well.
Oh, they might even get the Abaddon. Is there interrupt? Yeah. No!
Oh!
The interrupt misses. This was like a split second from the TP.
I really
Jesus,
thought
that-
he had it.
Yeah, I really thought he had it. Wow, that was the most timely TP I've ever seen so far. So I actually thought this will be like at least 3 deaths for Virtus Pro there, but yeah, the Abaddon having the luck needed to finish this off. Like anti-mage had the mana void, they had the stun, the flame break was still on cooldown. That was like 3 potential interrupts, but like none of them came timely enough to interrupt this TP. It's really too bad.
It really is. And by the way, do you agree that Arsar went for Boots of Travel instead of rushing a BKB?
I don't know. Well, obviously the BKB would have helped in the last fight because we saw the black hole up for about half a second till it got interrupted by, I think, was it Dazzle?
Yeah, I think it was the Poison Touch
Yeah,
doing
the
stun.
poison touch of Dazzle interrupted the Enigma black hole there, and the problem with the black hole is not a cooldown you want to spend just like this, you know, like it's 100 something seconds. How much is exactly the first cooldown? It's 200 seconds on the first one, 190, 180 then for the next skill point. So this is just crazy. If that cooldown gets completely wasted, it really hurts Virtus Pro. It really does. And I think I'm gonna use this time. Oh, actually, Storm is hunting G. And he
Yeah, he
finds
might
him.
get the kill. There's the Orchid, there's the pull in as well. He's just jumping around to do as much damage as possible, and he has to back off. He might actually get counter killed. He's out of mana in Mana Void. Level 3, it would do huge amounts of damage. I think he's gonna get the kill as well, yeah.
And there goes. The worst case scenario for Virtus Pro. 560 gold dominating streak of the Storm Spirit goes to the anti-mage. The last one that should get one.
Oh, the lasso up onto NS on the Warlock. Will he get his ultimate away? There's a 2-man hoof stomp as well by Stalcat. There's the Stampede used just for defensive measures, and NS gets his ultimate, gets the mech still alive somehow with the Shadow Word on him. The tower falls to the Lycan, and what the fucker just skating and blinks away.
But they do Roshan at the same time. This is all just a farce, just a bait. They do Roshan at the same time. Now they hunt the golem, maybe get it.
Just look at the attack speed of Rose.
Yeah, the Enchantress tanking this, and Virtus Pro should know this. I mean, they had such a fight which they just barely survived, and like the Anti-Mage and the Enchantress not showing up, they should have been tipped off by this. Going back TP and interrupt this Rosh, but they're on the dire side and they don't get Roshan, but they might get the Batrider.
Yeah, they are gonna go for it. There's the Malphite. He still has the Firefly activated. Will there be enough damage? No, he gets to the low ground. The Shadow Word is up
Oh,
on
but
him
still,
as well.
the dot is ticking, and it's
Oh,
not enough. He survives
HP.
with 70 HP. Very lucky there as well. And the Anti-Mage just farming like a boss. We have the Manta done on the Anti-Mage, guys, and yeah, I think we have like a little pause, and we can breathe and relax and look at the graphs. We have 10k XP advantage on Next.kz. This is some nice bolster up for them, and of course we have not that much actually in gold, but I think this is because of the towers, I guess, early on, and I don't know, 4,000 for Next.kz. It's a lot less than I actually expected, because also the last Roshan went to Next.kz, the other Roshan went to Dire. I don't know. Where is the gold coming from for Virtus Pro? I mean, the Storm.
Well, Virtus Pro has taken one extra tower.
Yeah, I guess it's one extra tower. The courier kill, one Roshan, and yeah, I mean, so far, like, Storm's farm is not bad. The Lycan is just as
Oh,
well.
Stahl gets two-man hoofs on 50 double H as well. G dropping already really low. Gets the BKB but has to TP out with his ultimate. There's the lasso up
Mana
as
Void.
well. Oh god. Just rips everybody. It splashes around. Arshak gonna drop down as well. He didn't get the black hole once again, and Jotun also gonna be a casualty of war. Two Mantis on that anti-mage with a triple kill.
This wasn't war, this was an execution. Next.kz with a nice hoof stomp there. Double edge. By the way, that's a nice word, like a double edge. A double edge on two people. And yeah, Storm the only survivor. The cliff comes out now, but question is, you can't do anything. Like, G can't really do anything here. If he goes in, if he gets stunned up, he is dead. BKB is on cooldown as well, and they have enough pushing power to get that melee Rex. There is no cliff whatsoever, nothing to protect it. This is at least one set of frags before they all come back, and the black hole has been used as well, so they don't even have to fear anything except for the Warlock ult.
They're gonna go for more, but she tries to jump in to find something. Doesn't have anything though, and Mantis just brings down the tier 3 tower on the bottom lane to about quarter of HP.
There's like this is 30% maximum. Oh,
Oh, Stalker goes in, gets the stun onto NSG, gets the pull onto Equal though with the Orchid, but just can't attack them with that attack slow, and Mantis going crazy. Does he have a, you know, that's G's BKB, but he will still go down. There's NS's Golem coming out, but it won't change too much. The buybacks are aplenty. Enigma is there as well, but the Black Hole already down. Two-man hoof stomp once again. Illidan dropping down, and
Mantis just chewing through this with the Aegis. I mean, he got the Aegis. He doesn't fear anything. He can just go for whatever he likes.
he really can. He's gonna farm up the Golem now as well, I think. And Dazzle chases down Jotun together with What the Fuck on the Batrider. They should get the kill, I would think. He is slowed down quite heavily. Does still have his ultimate and might survive, but Mantis coming from the Aegis. Ultra kill for him. He's gonna grab a fifth as well, gets the Golem for extra gold. Now if he right clicks, and that's GG.
There's finally GG. What a fight. This fight lasted for what, 3 or 4 minutes through the entire Dire base. Who cares about towers? Tier 3, tier 4, it doesn't matter. Buybacks, nothing really matters. The anti-mage laned in mid, he found farm, he found nice kills. And Next.kz, they find what they needed. A farmed anti-mage. I was right. This was game 1, guys. We are Hafler TV. I'm Hafler myself, and with me is Coucher. We are uber excited because this was an amazing game, and I'm pretty sure Virtus Pro, they will strike back in game number 2, which will be up in, let's hope, just about 5 minutes. So hang in there, stay tuned. Game 2 is coming.